Hey, you guys, welcome back to another exciting episode. We got a good show for you guys. Uh, if you're new to martial art information, I'm John. I like to react to martial arts stuff and give you some insight what it is, what kind of martial arts. And today I'm going to talk about martial arts that hasn't been talked about. Uh, like probably people heard of Cali because Cali is starting to get to where it becomes knowledgeable. But since himself did a tear thing, he used the put him in the tear. He put I think it was a C tear or something. It was because when you don't fully understand a martial arts or self-defense system, you go, and especially you try to rate these systems, you you know you try to be as fair as possible, and I think that's what Sensei Sith did was he do this. Now I'm gonna go into we got Angie Cabalis, the founder of Sarada, and I I I don't want to do a whole big video on this. I want to be okay. So he's doing this. I think um is this Angel right here? It is Angel about his feeling strikes to Ray Williams. I know Ron Satano. He's part of the lineages of Angel Cabalis. He was the Angel Cabalis students back in the day. And so was Daniel Santo and all that. So Dan does play a part of this. I got a article that I want to share with us guys real quick uh before I do this. I want to read this little article that I found unique about it, and it's about um dang I had to pause up for a second because my crazy ass dog was started to bark. I'm gonna talk about we're gonna read a little bit people that he trained with. Li Fong was one of his students. Leo Fong also helped train with Bruce Lee and and Munchun. And it wasn't just Hitman. You can look that up. You can type his name in, and you'll find that he did learn um, some of his Munchun under Leo Fong. So, uh, is it Fong or Fang? I think it was the A. Um, I believe it's well known kung fu sport, and he was also said to have trained with Bruce Lee. In the ancient Kabbalah, as a because the previous uh question was, and so in 1966 you had pretty famous students, didn't you? Then ancient Kabbalah responds, "Oh yeah." Like just like Daniel Santo, Richard Pastillo, Mike Iney, I'm sorry if I pronounced that man's name incorrectly. Um, Jimmy Tokasa and lots other like Leo Fong, and that's where the question was the Leo Fong as well known kung fu expert, and was also said to have trained with Bruce Lee, and that's when he confirmed that was true. I understand that some of your martial arts taught to Dan Santo. He trained. In turn taught some of your material to Bruce Lee. The Angie Cabalis forms. Yes, he did. He did. Dan Santo taught Bruce Lee to use the sticks. You could see if I can get that. You can look at that. It's a article by written by Anthony Davis, is the guy who's interviewed at Ancient Cabalis. Let's see here. Then it goes on to. I understand that the way Bruce Lee swung the nunchucks, or nunchakus, uh, nunchaku, was more like the way you would spin a single stick in a Serrata Eskrima. And he misspelled Eskrima. The little, I see the type of, it has a T instead of E. In the I also understand that one of his really position comes from one of your basic stick position. Is that true? Right. That's why some people think that Bruce Lee was my student, but I don't claim that. So that's a little. You seem to be a man of truth. Especially since I never met Bruce Lee in person, so I don't want to tell a lie. But definitely did have a lot to do with Dan Santo's training, and of course Dan and Bruce Lee were very close friends. And once again, Dan Santo taught Bruce Lee the use of these sticks. So I would imagine that Dan Santo taught Bruce Lee to the Serrata system of a Eskrima. I think it kind of tried to sleep on me. That's weird. I never had that before. So when my screen goes go to sleep like that when I try to do a video. Anyways, I'm about to show you guys demonstration of Serrata. Uh, it's I'm gonna pause for a second. I'll be back. I'm gonna bring sticks and show you guys what I have learned in the past year. I can't show you everything that I know everything, but I show you what I call inside one. It's the form, and that's the only thing I'm gonna show because I'm not certified in that disorder, because that's what the disclaimer comes down to. This is all in educational purposes only. So there you have it, man. This so so what was that? And so basically he was confirming that all what I just said was true. He did, because before Bruce Lee left for Hong Kong Dance Center, and Richard Bastillo was still training from me at the time. Bruce Lee still lived in Los Angeles. So so he said, what year was that? That was in the 70s and 71. So basically was saying, and this is his quote, not mine. This is something I'm reading out the top of this interview. That would you go onto this website called hold on, badkicks.com. I Google it. It's easier to Google it. It's the second thing. It would say interview. Just type in did Angie Cabalis met Bruce Lee, and you will get it'll be a second page on in that Google. When you will see I'll tell you interview with Angie Cabalis, martial arts history and struggle founding champions. That's the that's the little I don't know if you can see that right in that area by there. I don't know if I can point it out to you guys. It's right as yeah, it's watch Leo Fong, my friend Angel Cabalis on Prime Video. Then you have the page below it, which is backkicks.com. You can read that article. I encourage people to read that. Let's dive in to watch a little bit of the Tabata. But let me pause it real quick so I can get my stick. Demonstrate my the Tabata that I know. So how I'm gonna take this down because it's easier for me to do it. Then I'll come back on the headphones and talk. It's been a minutes before I did that, but that is inside one what I just showed you guys. Again, disclaimer. On sorry, but we're gonna look at it real quick. I don't know, let me read that real quick. No, I like to read things. So, Grandmaster Angie Cabalis, man, you rest in peace, y'all. Sarada Eskrima Seminar, School of White Tiger, Oakland, California, February 21st, 1987. I was a baby guy. I was 2 years old, bro. In fact, I just turned about 2 years old. When at that time, February 20, February 27, it was just a few days after my birthday. When I turned 2. Hold on, wait, okay. Oh, 3, excuse me. I can't. It's so in money, man. That's 5 or 6. So I was turning 3. I just turned 3. Morning. I'm not in morning time, guys. I'm sorry. I was turning 3. I was turning 3. I don't know. It was. In fact, this is a year after, or sometimes a year later, my folks get a divorce. Anyways, if you just started this watch this, I hope you enjoy my videos. Subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. Me reacting to other martial arts stuff. We get it. We continue watching this shit. Next is defend them. This shit's loud. Now, I didn't have a knife on mine. That's the more advanced of this. The inside one is the backbone of the foundation of serrata. And when you have a little dagger and knife, and the motion that I was doing, it's the same motion as you would with the knife. When you lock it out, that like this with the stick, and you lock it out, and you come back this way with your knife here, in that motion. You're stabbing the guy, and the just here, guys. Oh, guys, but I got my retarded dog coming. Want to come in? Oh, come in. She's got done using the bathroom. So, anyways, I'm not going to spend too much time on this video because this is a more advanced thing here. But I'm gonna play a little bit longer. So that's that one. The next one I'm gonna go with the window, the window. That is a crazy martial arts as well. We'll go into this real quick. It is
Let me let you in on a little secret here. All of these online gurus out there have it backwards. So for instance, in order just to make
my next guest was with us once before, Bill Underwood. Bill's 85 years old, who's probably...
Bill Underwood is the creator and founder of this art. This is an art that he created during World War II era. He did it in 1930s. But I gotta, because of copyright claims, I want to see if I get past a little bit of that. Oh, so this is it's not gonna be him doing it.
Bill Underwood was British born, and before he left British shores and moved to Canada, he actually was a child working on the vaudeville circuit out of Liverpool, and got to be a childhood friend of many of the greats, from Charlie Chaplin, Buffalo Bill Cody, Harry Houdini, and met two of the first original jiu-jitsu masters, to come to British shores. He developed a system of fighting off of that. He became a veteran of the First World War. Between World War I and World War II, he had a real passion for developing really what became the first Canadian or Western hand-to-hand combat system that eventually...
So he developed the style of fighting during the World War II era, 1930. It's pre-World War II. The video was created, and it is a brutal, very brutal hand-to-hand combat system. I believe still is done today. It's very, dude. This could probably it'll definitely be a 18 plus on this, guys.
In World War II became the original system of fighting for our Canadian forces, which is known as combatant.
The crazy thing is, Krav Maga also came out at the same time.
From the military context in the beginning, the concept was very linear and direct, kill or be killed. All right, so an example of a technique he would use that would integrate into a variety of applications would be the combat reinforced wedge. And what that was from any position, a soldier could take a hand, immediately slide to reinforce the inside of the forearm, and this would generate a structure here. and this should generate a ridge. So it could be used in a threefold capacity, from blocking, all right, striking, and also dealing with surprise, messy traffic to get inside, then again to do serious damage to an individual. And he steps in with a fast motion. Every time I frame this, I'm literally with both hands tying this up into a position so that, again, now I'm right in close and I can deal with his vitals, as opposed to...
Which I'm assuming that he took from Muay Thai. You can use that in Muay Thai as well. Like, get that knee in. This is where they creating of taking different martial arts aspect of it, like jujitsu and other. He really took things like, because obviously Bruce Lee was famous for it, but Bill Underwood and I forget the guy who created Cobra God. They came before Bruce. I mean, both of those systems were pre-World War II systems, and they are very brutal stuff. They're the real stuff, and only difference is one from Canada and the other one is Israeli. Israeli's self-defense system.
To strike him and hit him and stand back and dealing with it, that's sport. The interesting thing about Combato was that it came about and was designed at a very unique juncture in history. When
he talked about Combato, which is the system that he created before, and then he created Defendo.
Essentially the stressors of incoming war that was about to occur, and it was really an interfacing for the first time of Eastern martial arts, which were very sportive based, very much based on culture or philosophy and art form, to the necessity to develop something that was very direct, linear, and dirty. So all the movements were very direct and linear. So whereas traditional arts would have years and years to train people, Underwood developed a method, like Fairbairn and Sykes, for example, some others were working at the time as well, that could train soldiers in a very direct, linear way to get directly into someone, be very aggressive, ruthless, and dirty in a short period of time. Defense against weapons is certainly that Bill did classically back in the day. Bill was
he says dirty, but reality in a street fight or if you go into war, there's no dirty. It's your life versus their life, and it's survival to the fittest in the most part, and there's no dirty fighting when it's time of war. I have to say, I mean, it's dirty fighting now. If you try to do it, you try to use it in MMA or whatever. You try to use some of this stuff, you can really hurt somebody, and you won't go nowhere because you'll be kicked out for they keep trying to using these movements on the people, because it's not meant for sport fighting. Sport fighting. It's meant for war. Meant for war. Meant for war. It's meant to because they train these soldiers to kill, and that's the. This is one of the things that people don't talk about, because, in fact, I know Sense SF hasn't found it and ranked it yet, so it's definitely forgotten, because nobody in the YouTube will has talked about Defendo, Combato, Bill Underwood war, you know, he's a legend, dude. Bill Underwood would for real, dude. He's his shit is scary, dude.
Bit of a celebrity, of course, being on Johnny Carson many times. That's Incredible, Real People, Dinah Shore, and a very famous visual of Bill applying defense against a knife, working with Lou Ferrigno on Johnny Carson, seen around the world by millions and millions of people.
I love that he did a unlock. He did an unlock with a non-defense, and it works, man. But with the movement he just did, of course, if somebody who knows how to defend that shit, it won't work. It's more of a quick, rapid motion. When you see, you're not paying attention to the blade. You know it's there. Ideally is when you're doing, of course, what he did is a demonstration. It can work realistically, but damn, I keep bumping. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me for doing that. What the ideally is to do that. You have to be on your feet. You have to watch the way the blade moves. If you go this way to slash, to you to and you have to quickly attack the joints here and push forward, apply pressure to the rest light for the rest like I can't speak today. For the rest lock here, where you apply pressure right here, and you come in and this way. You can do this yourself. You can feel that pressure. It hurts. And then he took it down. It's a good pen. You also if it's not a double blade, you could strip it from the part of the knife. That's one of the techniques that you can do. You have brother show me when you snatch the arm and Elvin stands that person's weapon arm, and that's one, and then you swing one and break the arm. Again, these motions are quick. Because before it's a quick motion where when you do the demonstration, people come to the mind, oh, that's not gonna work, because what if somebody pulls back? Well, if you give them time to pull back, I mean, obviously, if in the hustle, they're trying to go here. That's where you keep that blade away, and then when you have you time it, you have the time of breathing for that shit to work, and when you see that, you have to realize it's all about timing. And if you miss that timing, it's just gonna be bad. It's not gonna be pretty for you. So it's time of an instance right there. I'm not gonna do too much of this because it does show a lot of constant daily. Johnny Carson's show here. I don't want to get in any trouble with that, so I'm going to continue onward with the next self-defense system, which is Bobby Tabata. And we're going to watch a little bit of the magic here. Because hold on, well, you know what? This there we go. We can watch this instead.
Hey dude, I love your car. I've always wanted a Range Rover myself. Just curious how much.
Then once I'm satisfied that he can get that full control, stop and stop, full ring, stop. Then we break the pattern. One again, 12. One again, 6 again, one again, and back.
In October of 2017, I visited a Balintawak global conference in North
So he says one again, sitting in. What what that is. I'll show you exactly what that is real quick with the stick, this stick here. So one is simply again when I'm in another walk, we have this here, and I'm throwing a one. This is a one when it comes in here, and ideally is going to the temple, and then a six is where I step back and pivot my stick. I'm gonna switch hands. Let me see if I can. Let me switch my. I'm gonna turn my computer, my laptop, to this so you can see it. So when I if he said no, he when he says one, and they do an he's doing blocking with this man. So it's one, and he's using the hand motion and parrying and all that stuff to during his drill. And every time he said one or a six is that. The six is the thrust, and the thrust is going towards the chest area, to the right side. Excuse me, the left side. My left, your right. To this way. If it's like seven is this. I can't use my feet, but you're pivoting in there. You have a lower. You have five. You have seven, which is a little bit up higher because you go to the chest. So if he says those numbers, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the angle, the thrust, or the strikes that he's giving. Wherever his partner is feeding him, he is the numbers that he's doing. Okay, so he is pairing and keep it that here, and he's fast as hell for someone in his not in his prime anymore.
Carolina, headed by Grandmaster Bobby Tabata.
How you become a grandmaster? I don't know. I don't think I'm a grandmaster, really.
So he said, how you become a grandmaster? It's where, okay, so if you have a lineages of a style, right, and you've been practicing so long and what that particular art, and the person who taught you the art, right, and that person passed down to you. And normally in martial arts, there could be like several different not degree black belts in that particular art. The 10th degree black belt is known as a grandmaster. He's the highest you could be, or she can be, or he or she is the high. That person is whomever is the 10th degree black belt in that system is considered the grandmaster, the GM. Okay. He doesn't see himself as a grandmaster, which is okay. That's that's a title that is hard to swallow for some people, because when you know that's and that's just traditional karate or whatever. The title, the guru, he probably would be better if people call him Guru Tabata versus Grandmaster, Grandmaster Balby, but people have call him Grandmaster Balby for a long time. Grandmaster Tabata for a long time. So I don't mean to any disrespect, but not saying call him that. But Grandmaster Tabata, it's people know that's what he's known for until he passed down that the Grandmaster title to somebody that that he's in trust to continue on his legacy. Once he passed away, uh, he would have to choose a someone to take over his title, and they will become Grandmaster so and so, and that's how that works in these self-defense systems. I mean, I haven't gotten to train with Bobby Tabata. I have got the pleasure in learning the style by Guru Harris, but I quit for the main reason I quit is because I feel like I wasn't learning anything because of the fact because of the fact I couldn't figure out I had to go back to a steady one or number one. I didn't have somebody who could physically show me the footwork. It's not Eric's fault. He did his best. Show me. I'm not saying Guru Harris didn't try his best. Did his best. Show me the footwork, and I'm not. No, it's not his fault. It's I think it's easier if I have somebody in front of me or step beside me to help me with the footwork, because the footwork is not the easiest thing to learn. When I think I'm doing it right, people will say that I'm not doing it right. So it's not it looks easy, but once you get the hang of it, the understanding of what you need to be doing in that style, and then it becomes easy. The motion, the movement of it is easy, and the footwork is easy. But once you trying to get down with it and like the shuttle fight, that part is that part is hard. That would take time to learn, because it's 3 parts of the shuttle fight, and to be able to do it like that, you have to watch that video over and over, and dissect it in 3 parts of it too as well. You want to be able to master the first part, the second part, and then once you get the second part of that, move out, and then the third part. And then once you are able to do 1, 2, 3, practice combining it all. You need to combine it all, and that's when you almost stand up for a second, and I'll show you a little bit. And this is only to give you a little demonstration of what you're not able to say, because of the foundation of Blender Block is this. You know, we haven't seen much, so it's gonna be stationary basically. Basically, there's stationary. I will move my feet a little bit. You want to see my body move, but you won't be able to see. You kind of be able to see the idea of the application of the of Blender Block, of the basics of it, and then you have So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly just demonstrate that real quick. It's one here that I will switch my feet and coming up with 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then after the downward strike to the leg. I know you probably can hear me. 9. There it goes up to the 10 and 11 to up there. Now here to the chest, up here to the eyes, and it's a punch at the end. So that's just the gist of Blender Block. And again, as an owner, I've been an owner and the privilege to learn that owner Guru Harris. And you can check out his channel on Ninja XTX. Which I'll put the description down below. Alright, moving on.
What is Grandmaster? Move that, move that.
What I thought was going to be a short session of drills and techniques turned out to be something so much more. Bobby delivered a masterclass in the history and training methodologies of Blender Block. And to my surprise, he spoke of his life, his struggles, and in his old age, the task of finding a rightful successor.
How many years do I have to live? Another 30 years? I don't want that anymore, man. I'm 70 next year.
Now this was posted 2017. He's still alive, God rest his soul. But he's like for another 30 years. I don't want that. He's trying to find his successor, and someone meaning finding another someone who will take over the Grandmaster title. And that also become a heavy burden because you taken his legacy and you are taking that title for him to carry your once you become the Grandmaster, you are carrying that title with you, and it's not a burden, but it does put weight on your shoulders, and it becomes an honor to have that title, because now you are able to carry on his legacy once he passes away, right? And that's something we know in life. Unfortunately, that's just part of life. But this is the martial arts people don't want to talk about. Divindo. I think I've been on here for a while, so I'm not going to take too much time. Like 45 minutes and counting already. So I've been almost doing this almost a whole hour. I'm trying to shorten this damn thing. It's hard. I'm going to show you one more, and I'm not going to talk too much about it. besides this style right here, casing fighting method. This so we go. I want yeah. So I'm trying to find anything that will show. So we gotta see. Oh, you see in the movies, Jack Wedge. You see a lot of different. So here's a 2 minute episode of this.
You, the landlord. Yes, you. Why aren't you the landlord?
Cause I'm broke.
Every day you go to and from.
Anyways, here's the system casing system, finding system, by Justo Diego. Now this is no, from what I heard, this is no longer the our style anymore because they broke up. I'm gonna pronounce the last name wrong. I don't care. Oof, look at the book out, dude. The ideally of this here, I want the motions that you see saw is kind of like what boxer does. The blocking and doing that. That's preparing you. So I'm here and I'm striking, and I'll come back in here to just strike, possibly elbow, whatever I'm throwing. That's the ideal for casing fighting. So those, do you have it, guys? Those two systems that people don't really talk about too much of. You've seen this. Real quick though, you do seen this in the Batman movie with Christian Bale. He was when he was the Batman, and Jack Reacher was in the scene. There's a scene where he. Let's see if I can find a quick clip of that. We got. We won't do the whole deal of this. We'll click on it and then get to the part where he fights these guys outside the bar.
I'll pay later.
I have to contend with one or two enthusiastic wingmen.
So I'm trying to hurry up so
Okay. You're okay. Get up. You're okay. Okay.
So he went down low and got back up the elbow, knocked him down, and picked him up.
You're okay. Get up.
And kicked him right in the balls. And that's the gist of the of that. That's the gist of the case fighting system. When you see on this movie, that's the theatrical version of that movie. I probably will get a disclaimer on that one. Disclaimer. I was just educating what you have seen it on there. And there, I mean, there you go. You have this movie. You have because I tried to hurry up not to play too much of the film, so I don't get that, because YouTube are very particular of what you view and try to do what what video you make on YouTube, right? So I know. There you go. Those the systems that nobody would talk about on YouTube. Until next time, guys. I'm out.